This is my dad, Bryan Hutson. He's a public figure. Don't worry, I'm not revealing personal information here. But for some reason, dear old dad has been lying about me, talking about me on more than one occasion in front of church audiences. He goes around to churches, does singing, sermons, whatever. And for some reason, he's been talking to these audiences about me, lying about me, and making him the victim. And I'm the bad guy. Yet he's not really giving any real information besides just some basic stuff of his interpretation of things. So I decide I'm going to respond because I already warned him once that don't talk about me because trust me, the next thing coming you're not going to like. And he decided to talk about me again. So hi, Dad. I know you're watching. We're going to go through this small clip, and I'm going to be pausing throughout the whole thing to give you the real answers to the lies he is spewing here to get sympathy in front of this crowd. Not sure how many people are there, but it doesn't matter because he's openly and publicly talking about me. And I made tweets about this saying I was be talking about this, and people were saying, do what you gotta do. Other people were saying, maybe keep this private. Well, then he should have kept it private. I'm responding the way that I know because he is out there just publicly talking about me. So I already warned him once, so we're doing this video. So we're going to dive in, and I have jumped to the part where he does talk about me, so let's do it. Let's get into it. And I had to do the headphone situation because it is hard to hear. The audio quality is not the best, but I'll try my best to reiterate some of the things he said in case the audio is not the best. But anyways, let's go.
This is a hard day for me because my 31-year-old son, it's his birthday today.
This was on my birthday, by the way, October 22nd. That's how I was like, oh, the date. Okay. I kind of figured. All right.
And I've not seen him in 13 years.
First lie right there. 13 years. So the truth is, somewhere maybe late 2018, sometime in 2019, I can't remember, he decided to stalk my house. He knew where I lived. He stalked and waited for me to come home. I'm assuming he was waiting in his vehicle for several hours for me to get home from work one day. He was waiting for me. He lives out of state where I was at the time, and he was there for another reason, and he decided to stalk and wait for me. And when I got there, instead of responding angrily like I wanted to because he's been waiting for me at my house, I talked with him for about 10 minutes and then he left. Okay? I was just trying to get him to leave. I was trying to just get him to go away. So I just talked, whatever. So this whole thing about 13 years. No. You stalked my house. You stalked my house waiting for me. You were just sitting in your vehicle waiting. It just still blows my mind like he would do that. But no, but telling this audience that wouldn't help him. So 13 years. By the way, it's great acting in this too. Great acting.
It's a hard day for me.
Hard day for me.
But had I not been a prodigal, and if I didn't know what it was like to feel God's arms of love around me, I would never know what it's like. And I make a vow to you, in front of you, my friends, that one day I believe my son will come home.
No. The whole point about the prodigal son, in case you're unaware of the story, basically there's a son in a family that leaves. He ends up in the pig pen because he's not right with the family and God and all this stuff. And he talked about himself leading up to now discussing me about him being the prodigal son. Now, I'm the prodigal son who's in the pig pen. He mentioned this in the last thing that I found that I warned him about. Now, let's talk about me again. He said I was in the pig pen. I'm not going to come back. I have no reason to. I have plenty of reasons not to come back, Dad. But you believe what you want, okay? You believe what you want.
I believe that.
That's fine.
And
Believe
Doc,
what you
I'm
want.
going to treat him like he never left.
Like he never left. Bull hockey. I'm not cursing in this video. Why? Because I'm trying to prove a point. Because he claimed when I did my last name change video, when he talked about me the first time, he said that I used vulgar language. I didn't curse once in that whole video. Not once. But no. No. You would treat me completely different than you did before. Which obviously wasn't great either. That's why everything kind of fell apart. But if I was to come back, yes, you would treat me differently. Because you would make me feel like complete crap. Because the fact that I disowned you and I walked away from you, that I changed my last name from yours. This whole nonsense that I wouldn't treat him differently if he came back. No, okay, okay, keep believing that.
Like he never left.
Mm-hmm. Now, I think he walks off soon after this, but he keeps talking.
You might even be watching this now.
I sure am reacting to it. Well, not reacting, but I am responding to it. He walks off for some reason, I think right after this part, and he's still talking. I don't know why, like he knows where the camera is, I think, or at least he knows roughly where it is, but he just walks away for some reason. But you still hear him. Yep, right here. Don't know why.
2 years ago, he saw some church that I was talking about. He threatened me on social media.
Okay, this is the biggest one right here. He threatened me on social media. Now, when you say someone threatened me, you immediately go to the worst possible thing in terms of a threat. And this is where he leaves it. He moves on from this point. All he says is that he doesn't explain why. He just, well, he saw, a video. He didn't explain why I made my initial response on social media. He didn't explain that I lied or I was telling a version of my version of a story that isn't true to an audience to get sympathy. He didn't say that. He just said, he saw me talking about him and so he threatened me. No, I called you out and said, what happens next is on you in terms of a video. And I made a very clear point saying I'm not wishing or anything physical harm to you because I don't give a crap. I don't care what he does. I don't care what he does with his day-to-day life. What I care about is when you're talking about me and lying about things to get people to feel sorry for you, to say you're the victim, that I'm the bad guy. That's my problem. That's my issue. And the fact that you are doing it again here, it just goes to show your mentality. It goes to show that you're not thinking this through. I guess he thought I would never actually talk about him and talk about what he's done. But no, I did not threaten you. I threatened in a sense in terms of exposing you to talking about you in a video. That's what I was talking about. That's what I was referring to. And I do this stuff on YouTube. You know that I do this because I know you watch stuff. So, yeah. But of course, saying all this stuff and revealing why I responded the way I did, that would not fit your narrative. Wouldn't fit your narrative.
If he sees us, I love you, son.
I see your hand.
I love you.
Oh, I bet you do. I bet you love me.
I sent him a text message just a few minutes ago before service started, said happy birthday. I love you.
So this is pretty much where it ends. Right about there. I can't confirm if he texted me or not because he's been blocked on my phone for the longest time. But yeah. So I'm asking you nicely. Trust me, I originally planned this video to be really aggressive, to be really just dropping bombs on you, basically, revealing all this stuff. But I've decided, after really thinking about it and talking with my wife, who is obviously the better of us, the better of me and her, obviously she's the better one of us, that I still need to do this, but there's a better way to approach it than my original intention. You need to stop talking about me. I don't talk about you. Do not go in front of just random people at these different churches you go to and lie about me and tell your version of events about me to try to get people to feel sorry for you, to give you sympathy. Oh, we're so sorry that your son... If you want to talk about me, tell the truth. Tell them what you really did to my mother. And just tell them the truth. Tell them what you did. Now, he gives versions of that in terms of his redemption and how he's been saved. But you don't actually go into detail about all the things you actually did to my mom, how you hurt her, how you ruined our family. You also don't talk about your second marriage and how you did the same thing there that you did to my mom. Now, making it very clear, it was nothing physical that I know, but it was emotional, and it was just ridiculous and utterly pathetic. Learning all this at 12 years old, I didn't want to learn it. But if I find that you are continuing to talk about me again, if I find that you've talked about me again after this video goes out, if I find that you're talking about me again, I will not hold back. Simple as that. I will not sit here and try to censor what I want to say, because I will say it all. I will tell it all. I don't care. I don't care. Because it isn't my problems. It's yours. It's yours. I'm just someone who has to live with a horrible father, a terrible person that ruined my life for a good amount of time and ruined my mom's for a while too. I have to deal with the fact that you are my blood father. I changed my last name to my grandfather, to McIntyre, because I actually respected him. I loved him. And I loved you at a time when I was dumb, because I thought you were supposed to. You're supposed to love your parents no matter what. I realized over time I can't. Thank you for getting me into Marvel and DC and stuff like that. I thank you for some of those things when I was younger, for me who I am today in terms of like loving Marvel and DC and Star Wars and stuff like that. Thank you for that. But I don't thank you for anything else in terms of raising me, because you didn't raise me. You didn't. You were just kind of there. You took me out to eat a lot. Woo. So, stop talking about me. Stop. Unless you're going to be honest. Unless you're going to be honest about what it is, about what happened. I'll let that go if you be honest about it. If you're honest about how you treated my mother, how you ruined the family. Yeah, if you talk about that and you're honest, round of applause and I'll let you go. But if you continue to talk about me, continue to lie to get sympathy in front of crowds like this, and you lie to get people to feel bad for you, the gloves will be off officially. This is another warning, but now I'm actually making a video discussing it, talking about and responding to your lies. Stop. Stop. What is this? What is this? What are you trying to gain from this? What are you trying to gain from it? I'm trying to figure that out too. Like, what are you trying to gain from doing this? Because you know that I now know that you've done this. I just don't understand. I think it's because that mentality thing. You feel like you need to do it. I don't know. But this has to stop. And I'm hoping that the better judgment in you, which I know that's really hard to say, will make you stop. Because if you don't, you're not going to like the next thing I do, the next video I make. Had to make sure the next video I make, because I'm not threatening any physical harm on him. I'm not. I don't care. But if you're going to lie and say crap like this and make up stuff, then I'm going to have to respond. I'm going to have to. Officially, fully. I just wanted to make a few things clear up here. That's what I wanted to do. So I'm doing it. So that's it. Thank you so much, Dad, for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And to everybody watching, I do apologize for this personal video being made here, but he made it public. So I responded publicly. And hopefully this is the last time I'll talk about it. And if not, you know why. You will know why I'm making another video. So this video is being uploaded January 1st, 2024. Let this be a moment of reflection, Dad. To not talk about him anymore. To move on. You have plenty of things going on in your life, as far as I know, that are making you happy, that you feel like you're accomplishing life, and you have a whole new family. Completely fine. Great. Awesome. Focus on that. And if you want to focus on your past, that's fine, but be honest. Be honest. Because if you're not, you know. Bye, Dad.